Hello, Big Yumbo here. I'm going to do a what sold video for you. Here is the sales page. This month is 19,200, which isn't too great, but we did take about a week-long vacation here where I was not listing any items and, I was swimming in the ocean. So, still pretty good for going on vacation. And now I'll show you some stuff that's sold over the last couple days. This is the newest stuff that sold. So this morning we sold a pair of Outerknown jeans. These ones are the selvage ones. They don't go for as much money as you'd think. I think I took a $40 offer on them. Let's see. That's what selvage looks like. It's when the denim has like a natural edge to it where it doesn't have like the frayed fabric line things coming out. It's like the actual end of the denim, and then they put a little decorative line on the end. So that's how you know it's selvage. But these are one of the worst selvage jeans you can find. Along with like Uniqlo. Uniqlo ones I get $35 for. These ones I always price them a little higher, but they never sell. I forgot who it was. I think it was Caleb Sells sold a pair of, I think Gap selvage jeans for like $80 the other day. So these are even worse than Gap. But this brand is pretty good overall. It's Kelly Slater's brand. They make like surf apparel, like casual apparel for surfers. I don't know. It took, let's see. It sold May 7th, which is today. Listed at April 4th. March, April, May. So like 3 weeks or something like that. Sold pretty quick still. Anyways, let's get rid of this page. I've been listing some polos if they have interesting details, like this Travis Mathew polo. I think I got $22 for this, but it took like a day or two to sell. If they have cool little details, I do the first picture like this. And I think it looks way better rather than just having this be the first picture. Like, when you're far away, that looks pretty terrible. But from far away, that looks good. I don't know. It's something I'm trying out, and it seems to be working fine. Beta brand kind of sucks now. It's a women's company. These sold full price for $75.88. Crazy. Pair of Anchor blue jeans. They've got these really cool cargo pockets. And these probably weighed like 4 or 5 pounds. They were so heavy. I don't think they actually say baggy on them, but they are made in USA. But usually with the Anchor blue baggy jeans, even the ones that are baggy, it's pretty tough to even get $50 for. So I'm glad I could raise the market on them a little bit by selling these ones for $75. Because, you know, people then they go and they list and they look what's the highest one. And then they see I'm up there raising the price, and then they raise theirs higher, and then everyone goes up together. So this one took a little longer to sell because I priced it high. I listed it February 18th. Still probably under 3 months, right? But if I would have priced these at like $45, they would have sold very quickly. Let's see. This one is another one where I originally had this priced at like $50, but I didn't have the word deck. I didn't put deck jacket. I put vintage navy jacket. And then I've been, researching about all this military stuff, and I'm like, oh, deck jackets are popular. This is a deck jacket. And this stencil on the back is so like when there's a guy working out on the deck of the aircraft carrier or whatever, like somebody up in the bird's nest can like look down and see, oh, that's the DDG-15 over there doing his thing. So it's so you can identify the other workers, right? That's why it's big on the back. So once I realized that, and also I think I had this picture as my first picture, and then I realized stencils are also really good on military stuff. So I raised the price by like $70 and put the word deck and flipped around the photo. And then it sold pretty quickly for, after I did that, for, I think it was like $96 plus shipping. So pretty good. I kind of wish I would have just kept that one. And that one's only from the 80s. It's not even that old. Some Prana shorts. Prana shorts are kind of sucking for me this summer. I have no idea what this Isoba brand is. A Walmart women's shirt. I don't know why I listed that. Let's see. These are all over the place in Las Vegas. It's just an Army combat shirt. I think this one is multicam. See how that piece of the camo there kind of makes like a upside down L? That's how you distinguish from multicam and OCP. OCP looks almost identical to this, but multicam has these vertical pieces to the pattern. And multicam is more desirable than OCP. And this one sold for full price $28. April, May. It took 8 days to sell for full price. They're pretty good. And these aren't like a great item. You can look this up, and these sell for $15 all the time. I sold 2 pairs of these Born Primitive pants. I took $18 offers on them. I'll just show you what the logo looks like real quick. That's the logo. They make, I think I said it in the last video I made, they make really cheap athletic stuff. It's not high quality, but the sell-through rate on their shorts is really high right now. Look, everything on them just wears out. They're really cheap. They probably sell them for a lot of money. Oh my God. Look at these guys. Flex stretchy jort. Come on, internet. I'm trying to see some bods. Wow. Wow. Look at that. No thanks. I've never seen a man wear shorts like this in real life. Interesting. Okay, so that's the clientele for these shorts. Here's some military pants. These are just some I started talking about military stuff again. These are Marpat. It's like the Marines pattern. There's this pattern that's in the beige color, that's the desert one, and then there's a green variant, which is the woodland, and that one sells way better. Here's another Travis Mathew shirt. I should have done the up-close picture on this one as well. This one I think sold for $20. Especially since, see the little detail. And I'm only grabbing these Travis Matthews if they've got cool details. Like this one's got the all-over Hawaiian print. I did this one square. I meant to make this one the first photo. And then it's got the Corona beer right there. So that's why this one sold quick. I listed it May 4th. It sold May 6th. Some Fabletics shorts. I just grab them if they're cheap and they sell for whatever, whenever. Here's the other Born Primitive shorts. Clothing Arts. Oh, I didn't even know I sold these. Sold another pair of these for 10% off of 65, so $59.29. Pretty darn good for a pair of shorts, especially in a men's 40. These have the weird tag on them. This tag. The tag you'll usually see is like this. Are we gonna see it? Oh, this is the tag you'll usually see. It's got like a circle and a triangle. And it looks super cheap. It looks like Amazon brand, but they are really good. Their shorts are really good. Their pants are really good. Some cool shorts. Cool. Their basic stuff like this. I can't get as much money as I used to get. Like, I listed these for $29.88 and they got all the way down to my 30% off. Vuori, this sold instantly for $29.88, just a basic t-shirt. Me and my girlfriend were out sourcing at the thrifts, and then there was a Goodwill over to the right, but I wanted to go home, and she said we should stop in there. And I found like 10 Vuori things and a bunch of merino wool Lululemon stuff. It was pretty cool. These I think I picked up in my last video. No, I didn't pick them up in my last video, but I pick them up every time I see them. These are OG 507 pants. And OG, this just means olive green. And then 507, I believe, is the shade of olive green. So you'll find OG 507. You'll find OG 107. And you'll find OD stuff, which is olive drab. It's got that old Ideal zipper, but this is only 80s. And yeah, just the plain green military stuff is the best stuff. Usually that's gonna be like 70s, but these are 80s. But this is the more desirable stuff, the plain green stuff, because it's more kind of fashiony. People can wear it, like you could wear it with a t-shirt. And then how you date these is, see where it says 84? That's the DLA number. For different periods, they have different numbers. Like they'll have a DSA, a DLA. 84 is the date right there. You see that? And then there's your manufacturer, Glenberry. Yeah. So pick those up. They sell for like 40 bucks. Those probably sold for 40 bucks. Here's another Vuori shirt. I sold both pairs of these Birkenstock shoes that I photographed in my last video. I took a $50 offer on one and then $52 for the other one. So I'm definitely open to buying shoes now if they sell that quick. See, there's my little scuff. These are the pictures I was taking in that video. They were good enough. So cool. Some blah, 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 some marble, nothing gray here. So some Levi's. Let's see what we got here. What are these? 527s. How much did I get for these? Probably like 30 bucks, 35 bucks, and they're new tags. So not as good as they used to be, but I still recommend picking them up if they're cheap. For the used ones, all the styles that end in a 7 are bootcut styles, and they're popular right now. Yeah, and here's some silver tabs, and they're all messed up, and these ones aren't even a good style because they've got the tapered leg. They basically look like a 560, but they're silver tabs, so they're popular, and they sold for $49.88 full price. They're just silver tab loose fits. Any of the silver tab jeans that are men's, the women's ones are terrible because they've like remade a bunch of the silver tabs, and you'll see the women's ones in the thrift store all the time. They're horrible. They have a horrible sell-through rate, horrible prices you get for them. So just make sure they're men's silver tabs. These ones are made in USA in a decent size, so they sold probably quickly. Some more vintage Levi's. These ones are 550s. I don't even pick up the 550s anymore unless they're made in USA or black. 550s suck. Women's 501s, we got 45.88 on. I do for Wrangler and Levi's right now. I swear the women's ones for vintage sell faster than the men's. I grabbed 2 of these. This one I believe I got like 35 bucks for. Maybe should have held that a little longer, but it's out of season. It's just an LL Bean chore coat. You can call these barn coats, chore coats. If it's just a longer coat with like a collar and then pockets on the front, that's what I call them. I think that's what most people call them. And they always do decently for most brands. What do we got here? Some John Varvatos jeans for 20 bucks. That's pretty typical. I guess the 550s are selling now because here's another pair of vintage 550s. But these ones are in a cool color and they're made in USA. I always try to look for those extra little things, especially since I probably paid 15 bucks for those. Here's a good military jacket. Got at the Flea. Paid $25 for it. I got 100 bucks for it. This one is Jacket Wind, cold weather. When you see Gen 3 on this military stuff, it's usually worth grabbing if you're not paying too much. Like for their the Gen 3 fleeces, it's just like a coyote brown fleece. Let me look it up. Gen 3. These are everywhere. They look like this. They got the brown ones, they got the green ones. What's the sell-through rate on them? How do I do this again? Oh, we gotta go lowest price first, and that gets rid of a lot of the extra stuff. So now we're down to 900. Let's see. I don't know. What's the sell-through? 559. So in the summer, the sell-through rate's still pretty good. We had 900 and 559. So over 50% sell-through rate, like 60. And I've sold these for like 30 bucks. Let's see, ended recently. And these are all over the damn place. Ooh, this guy got 50 bucks for this. And it's part of the military's PCU system, Protective Combat Uniform. It's like a layering system for the military. Wow, he got 50 bucks for this. That is crazy. He just had all the right words in the title. That is crazy. Let's look at this guy's store. He does all the military stuff. I'm gonna follow this guy. Anyways. Where is it? These fleeces are good. Even right now. Because people like to, stock up on they call it a kit. They have all their web gear and their guns and then all their, what is this? They have all their stuff and they collect it and then they dress up in it. I don't know what they do in it, but they like to get this stuff. They go out in the woods. So you can get about 25 to, I guess, 50 bucks for these right now. Crazy. And I see those all the time. I don't know if you do where you live. Here's another pair of Anchor Blue jeans that sold for $18.35. They got all the way down to 60% off. Probably because they're size 40-30. So size is important. Another military jacket. This is the Apex jacket. They sold for like 30 to 45 bucks. And I got Lululemon shorts coming all the way down to 40% off. Sold for under $11.98. That is crazy. Because that's what they cost in the thrift store. I don't know what is going on with Lululemon. It is sucking. These sold instantly for like 50 bucks. The Nua Tags Ariat FR pants. Real happy about that. But you would have picked that up. Everyone knows about that. But here's some vintage Wrangler jeans. I get these for cheap because the thrift price Wranglers way cheaper than Levi's. And they're totally worn. Where's the tag? See that tag? There's not a really great way of dating Wranglers, but one of the ways you can date it is if it's got this yellowish tag. It's older than the white tag. Usually I would call it 80s, and others will call it 80s. Because in the 70s, I don't even think they had one of these tags. And then when you go earlier than that, you're going to be dealing with like the Bluebell stuff. And Wrangler Bluebells, here's a bolo. Wrangler Bluebell jeans. Highest price. Like, if you find Wranglers like this, sucks with Wranglers. Like, if these were Levi's from the 50s, they would go for like thousands. But for Wranglers, you're going to get 500 bucks. Oh, these would go for more than thousands if they were Levi's because they're dead stock. Wow, I don't even think I've ever seen selvage Wranglers. Wow. Are these actually old? Yeah, so there's your Bluebell logo. They took a terrible picture. Let's find another one. Here we go. I need to buy a pair of these vintage Wranglers because I feel like they're underpriced for what they will be. And Sanforized is another good way to identify some old stuff, like some true vintage 50s, 60s. Because that's when I believe it's their process of pre-shrinking the material. You'll see it on shirts, you'll see it on jeans. I think the guy's name was like Sanford or something like that invented it. But there's your Bluebell logo right there. If you see the Wranglers with that, they're going to be real old. I'm not sure. I think maybe the 60s is when, because Bluebell was a company that owned Wrangler, and then they split off. So then after that period, you'll see stuff that just says Bluebell, and you'll see stuff that just says Wrangler. But when it's the Wrangler and Bluebell together, it's older. I don't know what the exact date is. When did Wrangler and Bluebell split? This AI knows everything. Wrangler was discontinued as a Bluebell collection in 2012. No, there's an earlier date. Bluebell acquired the Wrangler brand name in 1943. Okay, in 1986, Bluebell merged with VF Corp. That's the company that owns Vans, North Face, Dickies. I think they own Smartwool. They own a lot of stuff. In 1986, that's when you start seeing Wrangler and Bluebell separately. But before that, the Wranglers are going to say Bluebell on them. Got it? Wow, VF Corp owns like everything. I gotta stop covering my mouth because you can't hear me. Sorry. How long is this video? It's been 21 minutes. Okay, here's a good brand. ASRV. It's just they make way better stuff than Born Primitive. Like, it's much better quality. But just this basic tank top, we're getting about $24.88. Pretty good. Better than Lululemon. Look at these Lululemon items. 20% off. I gotta start pricing the shirts at $18.88 now. Sucks. Here's a good Lululemon though. I found this sold in like a day. This one, if you find the shorts or the hoodie, it's called the At Ease. The shorts, it's this textured material. It's really good. It's worth paying up on. Even the shorts still go for like $40. It's like this weird textured material. This one sold really fast and it wasn't even in that great a condition. Does anyone watch Survivor? There's this guy in Survivor named Q who wears this exact hoodie. And every time I watch it, I go, oh, that's a Lululemon hoodie to my girlfriend. So, and it was this one. And then when I bought it, I was like, oh, this is the on Survivor. Yeah. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.